Hi guys, here is a requested video from some of my subscribers and a friend of mine. I drafted out a bustier pattern, and the way I cut out my wording, as you can see on the screen, the way it is showing on the screen right there. So I was asked to make a video on how I cut my wording to be like that. So guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make use of this paper that I used in cutting my breast pad. Okay, I'm going to use it. Alright, so I'm going to use it to show us how I cut it. So let's assume here is my wording. Let's assume I'll be using the paper to replace my wording. So let's assume here is my wording. So from my under bust, here is my bust point, and here is my under bust. Same thing with this other side. Here is my bust point, and here is my under bust. So from my under bust, I'll go up 5 inches. I'll go up 5 inches or 4. Let me see, or 4.5. Let me use 4.5. From my under bust, I'll go up by 4.5 inches. Then I'll mark it down. I'll do the same thing. I'll make the line into a straight line. So I'll mark it down. I'll connect the line. Okay, so I'll do the same thing to this side also. So guys, the part that we should be more focused on is this part here, this one. So from this 4 inches mark, my nipple to nipple point is 3.5, which is 7 inches. So what I'll do here, I'll mark this 3.5 plus half an inch, which is 4 inches. I'll mark 4 inches by this side. I'll mark 4 inches by this side. So I'll use my ruler to connect the line to meet my under bust line this way. Okay, so I will bolding up the line of my under bust. I'll bolding up the line. Yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is to cut out this square part that I have here now. Okay, I've cut it out. You can see, so this is the only part we're working with. So now, for me to make that curving, I marked 4 inches for the side of my boob, my bust. You know that the side bust is fuller than the middle part. So I marked 4 inches there. So now to curve that line, what I'm going to do now is I'll bring in my curve ruler. So I have 4.5 inches line here. So I will mark out I'll divide that 4.5 inches into 2, which is 2.25. This is the 2.25. So now from this edge here, I'll connect it this way to meet this 2.25. Connect it this way. So I'll also do the same here as well. At the down part, I'll place my curve ruler this way to connect it like this to meet the under bust. So I'll still do the same to the up side also. Place my ruler this way. Connect it to meet the up part. So ignore this line I did here. Ignore this line. So now what next I'm going to do is to cut this out. So guys, I'm done cutting it out. As you can see, it has formed that shape. So mind you, it's kind of looking the same, so you won't really figure out the side that should be for the up and the side that should be for the down. So the best thing for you to do now is to give it an arrow to know that here is for the down and here is for the up. Okay, so I won't just go and do the mistake. After fixing it, it won't give you the exact what you want. So now if you pin this to, okay, let me cut this side out so that we can see the clearer view of it. Alright, so I've cut it out. So now you can see here is for our side boobs and here is for the center, the one that will be at the center, and here is for the one that will be at the side, as you can see. So let me pin this down. Let me pin it with my pin. Let me pin it with my pin and show us the view, the final look of it. So guys, I made a stitch on it. Let me turn it over. Okay, let me notch. You notch all the round edges, or I will trim. If I didn't notch, I'm going to trim. I trimmed it and I also notched it. So let me try to turn it over for us to see. Alright, so can you see? So here is it. I did bring this is two side. You could I believe with it being this way, you guys can see the clear view of it. So I did bring it two side. As it's pop out here, it's going to pop out at the other side. But with this, I believe we are good to go with this. Yeah, so here is the final look of it. Here is it. So guys, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. I'll see you guys on other ones. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.